I'm really pleased to see that many people here. I hope that you enjoyed the event. I'm Mare. I'm the head of marketing and communications at the Estonian Internet Foundation. That means I'm the marketing girlie of the industry. Despite that, I believe that marketing has to rely on numbers and trends and what people are doing and how they're behaving. I also wanted to point out that actually we have posters about the registry statistics on the balcony. So when we have the coffee break, feel free to review them and see what are the exact numbers of each of the markets. So first of all, I would like to do an introduction of the global domain market, get a deep insight of the European market and then of the Baltic domain markets. So I wanted to point out that most of the statistics is from Centre, so greetings to my Centre colleagues. And I have reviewed many studies and researchers. And first of all, I would like to point out that the domain industry is actually growing again. As you can see from the statistics and slides, the growth is there. We have recovered COVID pandemic shift that we had back in 2021 and 2022. But as you can see, the growth is quite fragmented. So the biggest growth goes to the Asia-Pacific region, but the GDLDs as well. And as you may know, we are going to have the new round of GDLDs next year, so we can expect that the picture will be changing based on that. But overall, .com is the biggest player in the global market, as we all know. But European CCDLDs take about 20% of the market, so they're quite strong on the European region. Taking a look at the European domain market, there are more than 70 million domains registered. The growth is there, but it's quite slow and not as big as we would like to see. But on the other hand, we can see that the market is matured, meaning that the growth does not come from the new registrations, but more of the renewals and retention rates. So the demand balance is a little more than one, meaning that there are about the same number of new domains registered that are deleted. So that's good news for us. And we can see that on the European market, actually the local identity is a really big motivation and really big part of the new registrations. But on the other hand, main step or the main thing we have to focus is the active usage of domains, as already Katrina mentioned. In order to have the higher renewal rates or retention rates, we need the domain owners to use the domains themselves. And this means that there have been quite some changes in the industry. As I already mentioned, the main focus of domain registries and registrars is more of the quality of the domains, not that much on the new registrations. But we are still looking at both numbers. The trust of the domains is also an important part of why people choose the domain. So local domains have higher trust. People are more familiar with the domains, and there is less abuse also. But on the other hand, we have quite many external pressures. As we already heard, NIC2 is the biggest one. But in addition to that, also the age of AI and digital transformation that has an impact on the registrations. And because of that, I believe, and I hope many of you also believe, that registries and registrars have to collaborate more than ever. Because as registries, we also, often have quite good overview of the markets. We have all the statistics that is a really good input or information to the registrars. And that also goes to the NIC2, for example, the implementation, how we can implement it in a way that is good for the registrars and end users themselves. What comes to the retention rates, there is a study that looked into the process in more detail. And based on that, the activation of the domain is the most important part of the retention overall. And as you can see, about 30 to 40% higher is the percentage of retention of the domains that are active, that have a website or email related to the domain. Also, we can see that most of the domains are owned by businesses. This means that most of the registrations come from companies or SMEs in the Baltic states, to be more specific. But on the other hand, we can see that there's still room for private people don't have that much money or to do the initially investment. So renting has become more and more normal, and I think that it's affecting the domain industry as well in some ways. One of the big changes we also have is that people start off as entrepreneurs by doing micro businesses or side hustles or side jobs, meaning that they are more the price sensitivity is higher than ever before. And therefore people want to have ready-to-go solutions. It's easy to build up your Instagram profile, for example, reach your audiences and do actually the client communication on this platform also. So we have to keep that in mind, that people don't want to hassle or pay money for everything. And the messaging also has already shifted. From the messages of security and trust to your digital name. So the focus has become more on the name itself and protecting it. So I heard that all the presentation have to end with a good meme. So there's the meme for you. And I thank you for your time. So, since I'm the last presenter of this session, we'll be having a coffee break, and please be back on 15:30.